It's live. Hello, everyone. We are Kevin and Pauline Stone. We have our special guest here today. We are so excited to do this interview with him. He is an awesome leader in the industry and one of our great friends. But before we get started, we want to let you know a little bit about us. We began our journey a short while ago to be our own boss and to work from home. That's what we wanted to do for a long time. Before we were in the medical field, he's an LVN. I'm a certified nurse's aide. It's a lot of hard work, but we love helping people. That's what we do. Along our journey, we got to meet some of the greatest leaders in the industry. We decided it would be a good idea to interview some of the top leaders to share their stories so others can see that it is possible to make your dreams come true. Today we want to introduce someone that is dear to our heart and our mentor and dear friend. Some of you may know him, but if you don't, you need to. This guy is on fire right now in our company and top earner in the MLM company. He is also has his own free daily coaching call he does every morning, Monday through Friday. You need to be on this call. It's an amazing information he gives to everyone. Make sure you don't miss his call. Here's our man of the hour, Bert Bledsoe. How are you doing today, Bert? Yay!
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you guys so much for having me over today and inviting me to come and do this Google Hangout with you guys. I'm pretty excited to be able to say that I know that I'm going to be able to look back one day and say, hey, I was part of Kevin and Pauline Stone's very first Google Hangout, and look where they're at today. So it's pretty exciting to be here with you guys this afternoon. It's springtime here in Colorado, so it's a little chilly out today, but I'm really happy to be here with you guys, so that's always nice. So you can see it's chilly out. I got my mug of coffee, and I'm ready to do this with you guys.
Not here. Here in Texas, and we were hitting 95 degrees already. We're talking about we're going to probably have about 100 days of 100-degree weather at least, if not more. It's pretty warm.
Well, if you need to cool down, you can always come over to the mountains.
Probably will.
Probably will.
Before we get started with the interview, Bert, will you tell us a little bit about yourself so people get to know who you are and what you're about?
Sure. Well, as you guys know by now, I'm Bert Bledsoe, and I live here in Colorado Springs, Colorado. So I'm just a few miles away from the Air Force Academy. It's just absolutely phenomenal, location to live in. I'm about 6,700 feet up above sea level. I'm sitting right at the base of a 14,000-foot mountain, and it's just an amazing place to live. I live here with my wife. I just recently was remarried and got married to my wife Jessica back in September of 2013. I have a son. My son's name is Wyatt. I don't talk about him very much in my business because he's a teenager, and quite honestly, he doesn't like it. And that's really the reason why. He doesn't want me to be all dorky. And so I just kind of let him do his own thing and leave him out of it. But I do have a son. I'm an avid, kind of a nerdy kid growing up, but really started to be an athlete and competed my whole life. So as an adult, I'm still an athlete and enjoy running and doing triathlons and hiking and doing all the kind of outdoor things that you would expect here in Colorado, and have recently become an entrepreneur and started working for myself.
Awesome stuff. Hey, Bert. Okay, well, what were you doing before you got into the industry of network marketing?
Well, that's a great question, Kevin. Before I got into network marketing, and it's kind of a funny story, I got into network marketing while I was still working in a full-time job. So I actually worked in a doctor's office, and that doctor sent me to an event. They literally, the doctors were out of town traveling, and there was like an intern, and they sent me on like a red-eye flight from like Denver to I don't even know where, and then from there to like West Palm Beach, Florida, and then I took a shuttle to an event and found out about it, and I was there to sign up the doctor. And that's when I found out about network marketing, and I was like, this is like the greatest idea ever. I'm totally gonna get involved.
Right.
And I signed up the doctor and called him and told him all the stuff at the office, and they were like, yeah. And then I signed up under them. And so I worked for a chiropractor for about the last 4.5 or 5 years, overall 5 years before I got into network marketing.
That is
That's
awesome.
awesome. That's a great story.
What made you decide to get in instead of just going for a different job? I mean, what was
Well, I had grown up. My father owned a company and that he had purchased from my grandfather, and my other grandfather was a decent sized contractor. My uncle had owned his own business, and I kind of always just did my own thing. And I've worked for a lot of different places, but this idea was like the best. Like, okay, imagine this. Imagine if you've been like, I always was that guy that like worked hard no matter what I did. Like I was just taught that that's if you're gonna do it, you just do it, right? You don't like complain about it or moan about it. Sometimes I complain about doing the dishes at home here. I don't like doing it. You just get it done, right? And so when I heard about network marketing, it was like, hey, if you do this effort, you get rewarded for this effort. If you do this, you get this. And if you do this, you get this. I was like, yeah, that's a system that I could get into. So it wasn't that I wasn't like I was out like looking for something specifically at that time. At the time that it was introduced to me, it was just like, hey, I'm going to add this into the mix, right? And then when it was time, by the time I realized that I wanted to do this, at that point, I already realized I'm not going to work for someone else when I could go and do this my own thing. So, does that answer the question?
Yeah, it does.
Really good.
All right.
Bert, I know there's one question that a lot of people always want to ask somebody that's in our industry because they're always wondering the learning curve and things and overcoming the time and the money obstacles and everything. What are some of the problems that you had to overcome, getting started in your industry, getting started in your business?
Sure. Well, I didn't have to worry about the time. I actually quit my job before I had a full-time income network marketing. I made like $500 one month, and I was like, man, I can totally do this thing. And so when I had quit my job, time wasn't really an issue, but money was because I didn't have a bunch of, I didn't have that income coming in anymore. So I had to learn how to build my business on a budget and an extremely small budget. And the other thing was I had to learn how to go out and meet people. And I know that sounds silly for those people that may know me, or if you've seen videos of me online and seen some of the stuff I do, I seem like a really like outgoing guy, but karate chopping through the computer and stuff. But in the beginning, there was challenges. In the beginning, I wasn't comfortable making videos. In the beginning, I was afraid of rejection, so therefore I was afraid of you and other people because you're the people that will be rejecting me. So there were a lot of challenges in the beginning. Mostly they were self-development and personal development challenges. And I think that, in my opinion, that really across the board really hits home with a lot of people. I think a lot of people feel like they have great ideas, feel like they are like really passionate about what they do, but these challenges, these underlying challenges really like kind of slow us down. Like it's like we're running through the quicksand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I know that does.
Good question.
What makes you keep pushing forward and not give up when you had to face some of them challenges? What made you decide to go ahead and make the videos anyways, just even though people may reject it?
Well, that's a great question. No, that's a great question, Pauline. And there was several things. One of the things was the reason why I went to become my own boss, why I quit my job. And you know, when I think about failure or I think about making a mistake, I think about, or challenges, I think about opportunity. You know, I've rewired my brain so that when I have a challenge or there's an obstacle or there's something in the way of the path that I'm trying to travel down, I no longer see it as a roadblock or a stop sign. I see it as a challenge. Like, instead of just running a 5K race, I'm now running in the warrior run or the mud run or the Spartan race, because now I'm running the 5K, but now there's obstacles, but they're just walls to climb over, ropes to climb up, fires to jump over, right? They're just challenges. And the reason that I'm able to push through, and what really motivated me to do so, was that I truly wanted to be my own boss. I didn't just quit my job so that I could just not work and just be like Lazy Bones Jones and like loaf around the couch all day. I did it because I knew that there was a way, there was an opportunity to be able to earn a living and help other people and not be just doing it for someone else as an employee. I knew there had to be a way to create something of my own, right? I saw other entrepreneurs doing it, so I knew that it was possible, and that is what motivates me. So I hope that that wasn't too far off of the main question there.
Yeah, that was right on.
That was right on, man, right on. Here's a good one. Everybody, has probably tried network marketing or some type of marketing at one point or another. And most times, the statistics say that about 90% of network marketers fail. If there is, and if so, could you elaborate a little bit on what was maybe a defining moment in your business that kind of gave you that feeling that you were heading in the right direction, that you were gonna make it, and that you just had to keep going?
Sure, that is a good question. There's been several pivotal moments in the journey for sure. I think for myself, anyways, one of the defining moments was that I discovered a system online, a platform, a community of people, a platform where I could have access to affiliate products, a system where I could create my online marketing tools as well as learn the skills. And I found this system, My Lead System Pro. I think that was definitely a defining moment in the overall journey. Had I not found My Lead System Pro, there's a good chance I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you today right now. So I would definitely say that that was a defining moment. And have there been other pivotal moments along the way? Of course there have. Yes, absolutely.
Sure. Great answer.
If someone wanted to connect with you, what would how would they go about it? If they want to find you on Facebook or you, to be able to follow you, maybe get in contact with you, how would they do that?
Sure. Well, first of all, if you want to find me on Facebook, you can just look me up, Bert Bledsoe. That's my regular page. If you want to find my fan page, you can go to www.facebook.com/share the secrets. Like, I'm going to share the secrets of network marketing with you. You can find me at YouTube, just at youtube.com/user/Bert, B-E-R-T, Bledsoe, B-L-E-D-S-O-E, like the quarterback that I used to play for the New England Patriots. That's a little plug for them. That's my team. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me on Facebook. You can get in touch with either Kevin or Pauline, and they could always get you connected to me as well. Since I have the privilege to be able to do some business with Kevin and Pauline online, they could definitely connect with you. They could definitely connect anyone with me as well.
Okay, that works.
And Bert, you're talking about this platform called MLSP. We had a question come back. In your own opinion, I know you said that it was one of the pivotal moments. Could you elaborate a little bit on how exactly, like MLSP influenced your business?
Sure, absolutely. Well, let me just say, first of all, that My Lead System Pro just has some amazing leaders, from the co-founders, Brian Finale, Norbert Orlowitz, and Todd Schlomer, to the executive team that works, to all of the leaders like Ray Higdon, Diane Hockman, Bill and Michelle Pesco-Solido, right? Kate and Andrew McShay, so many. Frank Marino and Mark Harbor, right? Rob Four, all of these people have literally, these leaders, these are people that are internet marketers, network marketers, online networkers, all different direct sales people, all different industries, all different facets of the business that came together in a common place to provide training, to provide resources, to provide their own products for others to resell. So first off, thanks to all those people that literally led the way, that created a path already for me to follow. You know, you hear all the time like these cliches things like success leaves clues. Well, all of those people's before me left clues that I followed, right? And so the reason it's been so pivotal is I came online because I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to build this network marketing company because I had a company and I left my job, and that was the people that were my customers. That was my market. So I came online looking for a solution. How could I build my business? How could I create leads? How could I find new people? How could I build this company that I had started and maybe do it online? And that's when I found My Lead System Pro. So at first it gave me the ability to generate leads for my home-based business, which was absolutely amazing. In addition to that, it gave me a training platform. There was multiple levels and layers of training, from social media to content marketing like blogging and article marketing to video creation. There was all of this immense training that I had my fingertips on, and then all these products as well. So now I had access to the training, access to the products, and I could then sell the products as well. I could tell these other people that I was coming into contact with that were also struggling, hey, check this out, I found this video training. Hey, check this out, I found this storytelling training. It's only $7. You can learn how to tell stories to make your business flourish. So this ability to grab all of these resources, all of these tools, to have the training, to be able to, now I could build capture pages, and I had automatic emails going back to the people that were coming to my videos and coming to my websites, and having access to products and the training, all of this under one roof. To me, it changed the whole picture. I now could really get focused and stay in one place and not have to worry about all these things that were happening out here, right? And I think we all know how frustrating it can be, because there's something new coming every single day, every single week, right? This gave me that ability to stay focused and build something with a purpose.
Okay, great.
Did I answer the question?
Yes, man, absolutely.
Sometimes I start going and I'm not sure if I actually answer the question or not. So
no, you're
doing great.
If not, we'll elaborate on the question.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's a great interview, man. Lots of value.
Most people believe that you can't make money online. What is your opinion about that?
Well, my opinion is that that's not true. And my experience is it's absolutely 100% false. I make all of my money online today. All of the money that gets paid to me is paid via online channels, and all of the programs that I'm using, I'm meeting, 90% of the people that I meet them online.
Yeah.
Right? And check this out. You can go back and look on my Facebook timeline. Last March, I think it was, maybe it was May. was my very first $1,000 day online. I woke up. I call that night. That's like sleepy time money. I woke up and I made $1,000. I was like, oh my gosh, I made $1,000 when I woke up. I couldn't believe it. Now, guys, I'm not making any kind of financial claims. You know, these typical results aren't guaranteed or whatever, all that nonsense disclaimer stuff. What I'm saying is that it's totally possible, and I make a healthy living online today. And are there lots of different scams and double flippers and matrix trippers and bamboozlers and schlimblinglers and tinklers? I'm sure there is, right? I don't know about all that stuff. I don't do that, right? I just keep it simple, and I follow a system where there's people that were already doing it before me so that I could make it easy on myself and I could just follow what they were doing. So I think that this is my opinion, anyone that says you can't make money online, that's just not true. That's absolutely 100% false. I just read an article about some guy that made $28 million. They're putting him in prison now, I guess, because he bamboozled eBay or something. But that guy made over $28 million in the last couple of years just off of eBay.
Wow.
That's crazy.
I know.
Yeah, we feel the same way. We believe anybody can make money online as long as you're willing to do the work for it and follow the steps and put in the time. Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you, Bert, for the interview. We just want to know, is there any other advice you could give, maybe to some people that are just kind of curious about the network marketing? Maybe they've thought about doing it, but we're a little unsure. Or do you have any of your little quick tips that you want to add to the interview?
Well, I would say this. I would say that if you believe that you can do it, it's like that statement that Henry Ford says, right? And I'm probably going to make it all messed up, but whether you believe you can or whether you believe you can't, either way, you're right. Right? Either way, you're absolutely right. And I would say this, find someone that's doing it, right? Find someone out there that's already doing what you want to do, that's going where you want to go, and go ask them for help. Go say, hey, what are you doing? Hey, I want to plug in with you. Hey, how can I do what you're doing? And let them give you direction, and then follow the direction. That's my best advice, is if you go and ask someone for the advice, then take the advice. Like, why? Okay, because check this out. You're not going to ask someone their advice if you didn't want their advice. So if you ask it, then go take it. Like,
absolutely.
I mean, if you're comfortable enough to go and ask someone some advice and they're willing to give you some direction, why would they possibly tell you to go the wrong way? They wouldn't. It's like pulling into a gas station and asking for directions, and the guy tells you to go the wrong way on the freeway. That doesn't happen, guys. They don't do that. Why? Because then you'll tell everyone, don't go to that gas station. They tell you to go the wrong way. Of course you wouldn't do that. Right? So when you take the advice, when you ask for the advice, you got to take it. That's my biggest suggestion. And find the person that you want to take the advice from. Go work with someone that you're comfortable with. If you're not comfortable doing a hard sale super pitch, don't work with the guy that's dressed like this.
Oh boy, here we
There
go.
we go.
Right? Don't come in. Don't be like, all right, guys, well, listen, today I'm going to tell you about a little offer that I have, and let me tell you, if you join today, but only today. Now, Kevin, I can't guarantee this offer is going to be on the table tomorrow morning, but if you act right now in the next 14.7 seconds, what I'm going to give you is phenomenal. If you don't want to work with a guy like that, then don't work with those guys. You know what I mean? Don't go find that guy.
Right.
I did that as a joke with the thing because, this is in my closet. Because check this out. I don't wear this. Right? This is not how I dress for work. I'm wearing a T-shirt and sandals, guys. Right? I know you didn't want to see my dirty sandal feet on the interview, but the point is you got to find a mentor. You got to find a leader, someone that resonates with you. Now listen, if you think I'm goofy as all get up and you're like, this guy's totally unprofessional, and you want to work with someone that's a little bit more professional, that that has a little bit more of a regimented routine and is a little bit more business-like and wears a shirt and tie, guess what? There's guys and gals out there just like that, doing that. you can find exactly what you're looking for. Isn't that the best part, guys? Really? Isn't that the best part about this industry? Is that if you want to be a nurse and a CNA and you want to hook up with this guy that's working out in Colorado that used to be in the health and wellness field too, and he's just a regular guy, you could work with that guy. Or if you want to go find a guy that's like a CPA that used to, that owns his own firm and he's, doing that, you can find that guy too. Oh, my painting dropped off my dry board. I was like, what's happening? That's what's so fun about this industry, is that you can really connect with whoever you decide to.
Right. Great stuff, man. Great stuff. A lot of gold in there. A lot of value on those tips. Well, Bert, I don't want to hold you up too much longer. I know you're a very busy guy over there in Colorado, and got all that running you got to go do to practice for that next little marathon coming up. But before you go, I just wanted to touch on real quickly, talking about these morning wake-up calls that I keep hearing about. Could you kind of give us a little bit of info about that and about how we can get on there and watch them?
Sure. Well, first of all, I want to say thanks again to you guys for inviting me out. I do a call every single morning, Monday through Friday. It's at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so 9:30 Central, 8:30 Mountain, 7 Pacific, right? Like, I do it every single morning. It starts at 10:30, like I mentioned. What it started was a call. I started it as a call a little bit over a year ago, and it's really migrated and transformed into an online hangout. It gets broadcast every single morning live. We do live question and answer. It's interactive. It's also recorded, so anyone that wants to can always go to my YouTube channel and check out the recordings. If you want to go live, you can just go to www.freedailycoaching.com and you can plug in. And we do everything from Mindset Mondays to a free-for-all Friday where everyone and anyone can jump on out and participate. And, it's kind of just a hootenanny, right? It's just everyone's just going for it, right? Like, if you're in your jammers, you come in your PJs on Friday morning. If you just got back from the gym, you come like that. If you don't have, for the ladies that don't have their war paint on, sometimes they just have their camera off and it looks like this. Well, hopefully it doesn't look like. Hopefully most of the ladies look better than me, but they'll have their picture up instead, right? Hopefully they don't look like a bald guy with big ears, but it's just a great time. So we do tech tips on Tuesday. We do prospecting. We have some live, interactive, real-time, real solutions that you can apply right now in your business type of training every single morning. And the great part is it's interactive and it's live. And so that makes it, it makes it a valuable resource, A, for me providing it, because I get that interaction every single day with people. But B, I just love being able to showcase the people that I work with. People like you that are doing amazing things like this interview series that you guys started, to be able to bring you guys out next week on the call and feature you for doing something like this is really why I do the call today. So, because of you, I do the call. So thank you guys.
Thank you, man. Thanks for agreeing to do the interview for us. And by the way, our favorite day is the Tech Tip Tuesday. We love the tech. I love the tech, or I do anyway. Pauline's still trying to get the computer down to where it won't shut off on her when she touches it, but I love the tech. I love the tech tip.
I love the call. It's awesome. You can't miss it. Don't want to miss it.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, that's it, guys. You heard it from the man himself, what it's all about. And if he can do it, we can do it, so can you. Thanks again, Bert, for being here. And want to tell everybody, keep an eye out for our next interview with another great leader in our industry. We hope everybody has a great night. See y'all.